Welcome to Lahr, the attractive city between the hills of the Black Forest and the Rhine River Valley. Lahr has much to offer: a pleasant atmosphere, good food and drink, relaxation, shopping, cultural events and historical sites. Fitness and recreational activities are available for visitors and residents. There are about 37,000 people who live in Lahr. There are plenty of picturesque places and leisure opportunities in the surrounding villages as well, like here in Hugsweier. Lahr's old city centre has cobbled streets and quaint houses, but it only takes a few minutes to walk up into the hills for a wonderful view along the Schutter Valley, past the villages of Kuhbach and Reichenbach. To the west lies the flatland, the floodplain of the Upper Rhine Valley with its wide variety of plants. Just visible on the horizon is the European city of Strasbourg, which has many historical links with this part of the country. Come with us to Lahr's old city hall, where they keep the original list of Lahr residents dating from 1356. When the self-assured and proud citizens even included God himself as a fellow citizen. The first line of the manuscript states, "Our Lord God is a citizen of the town of Lahr." This gentleman, the Lahr limping messenger, is also an important local citizen, because he helped make Lahr famous through a nationwide almanac published in his name. Since the Industrial Revolution, Lahr has also been known as Box Town because it manufactures little wooden boxes, cartons, packaging, display and presentation cases. These delicately decorated old-fashioned boxes, one inside another, symbolically reveal the various aspects of life in Lahr. Lahr is looking ahead to the next millennium by providing suitable industrial and trading sites for companies willing to expand or to move to the area. The industrial zone is located to the west of the city, not far from the 580-hectare area of the military airfield, which will soon be available for commercial development and the creation of new employment opportunities. A cooperative group of local small businesses is planning the industrial zone, which will fit harmoniously into the greenery of the landscape. Lahr has an excellent communications infrastructure, with its own motorway access and railway station, as well as an inland waterway port at Kehl nearby. These are significant factors for the future of Lahr as a logistics centre, already recognized by several firms which market their products in Europe and worldwide. The Lahr Police Academy is an important training centre for the provincial police force, which has also included women in its ranks for the past few years. The Advertising Design, Car Sprayers and Sign Painters College in Lahr offers a variety of vocational and specialist professional training for the whole of Germany. Lahr's teaching hospital, pleasantly located on the hill above the town, also has a good reputation. It provides complete medical services, as here in the gynecology department and the maternity ward. Lahr's dialysis clinic has all the most modern equipment for the individual treatment of kidney patients, including visitors on holiday. Lahr's dental clinic also provides treatment of the highest quality for local residents. Many relics of the past are still present in Lahr. As shown by these excavations, the Celts were here, then came the Romans with their legions and their roads along the Rhine Valley. They founded a settlement at Dinglingen, now a part of Lahr. Then the Alemannic tribes established themselves. Later, to defend their domains, the lords of Geroldzec built castles on the hill and in the valley. The only remains of their 13th century moated castle is this Stork Tower, which was one of the 4 corner bastions of the original moated castle. These huge stone blocks are the nucleus of the town. Beside the tower you can see the majestic walls of the Knights' Banqueting Hall in the castle residence. For people interested in history, city tourist guides point out the diverse stonemason symbols carved into the huge sandstone blocks of the outer walls. Impressive architecture dating from the time of the Staufer emperors. Inside the Stork Tower, a small museum shows the history of the Geroldzec family and the development of the city with its ramparts, fortified gateways and defensive turrets. The Stiftskirche was also built in the 13th century by the Geroldzec family as an Augustine monastery. The red sandstone graves and monuments in the former cloister still bear witness to the past. Symbolizing the early arrival of Christianity is the little church on the hill at Burgheim, now part of Lahr. It was built in 1035 in Romanesque style. Lahr's old city hall was constructed in early Renaissance style in 1608 It's now used for art exhibitions. In 1897, Lahr built barracks to attract a German garrison. After the Second World War, the French military moved in, and they were replaced by the Canadian forces in 1967. The withdrawal of the Canadians in 1994 constitutes a major change and challenge. The opening up of the airfield for development provides a unique opportunity for the city and indeed for the whole Upper Rhine region. You find art on nearly every street corner in Lahr, both ancient and modern art, the latter particularly conspicuous with its unusual shapes created during a sculpturers' symposium held in Lahr in the summer of 1980. The Lahr Civic Hall provides a stage for actors and international theatre groups to perform. Chamber music concerts take place in the Haus zum Flug, this cultural centre, which also houses the community library and the Adult Education Institute. The Lahr Music School has produced many talented musicians. A more appropriate venue for alternative theatre and cabaret is provided by an old cellar. Street festivals provide live music and entertainment, good food and drink, fun and festivities for locals and visitors, young and old. The pleasures of the Langenhardt Hill are quieter. Here the restaurant with the fine view is a regular meeting place for the Association for the Preservation of the Local Alemannic Dialect, which is spoken on both sides of the Rhine. A leading member is Dr. Philip Brucker, Lahr's former Lord Mayor. It is impossible to suitably translate his poetic words, but he is describing a romantic view towards the Vosges Hills in France.
Je mehr der Himmel ins Blie gekommen ist, je mehr sind Vogesen durchsichtig geworden wie feines Glas.
Ich mein, ihr alle wisst es doch, es tut auf die Zunge euch brennen.
Another local tradition is Carnival, also known as the fifth season, which takes place in February, just before Lent. Strange-looking figures with carved wooden masks burst out of the Stork Tower prison to join the other members of the Lahr Fools Guild in their revelries. The village of Reichenbach is a stronghold of carnival customs too. It has a band playing ancient instruments, and its full guild is called the Scissor People. After Shrove Tuesday, Carnival comes to an end with a huge bonfire, a burning cross, and glowing wooden discs sent spinning off a springboard like fireworks in the dark night sky. Four letters, AKAD, stand for the South German Academic College, recently founded in Lahr. It provides quality further education for workers in their free time. Correspondence courses, combined with on-site seminars, have been designed for professionals wishing to achieve higher qualifications. Further programs are scheduled, leading up to the establishment of an economic university. At the opening ceremony, the Provincial Minister of Education congratulates Lahr on this new venture. If you would rather use your free time for relaxation, then Lahr has just the right thing for you. You can stroll through the Friedrich Maurer Park, an oasis of peace and quiet, balm for body and soul, for young and old. Minigolf is also a popular game here. Lahr's municipal park, known as the Stadtpark, is where you can enjoy a glorious profusion of wonderful flowers. In springtime, daffodils, tulips and hyacinths bring the first bright colours. You can admire a very wide variety of magnificent trees and attractive ponds. The residents of Lahr are grateful to Christian Wilhelm Jam, a successful Lahr merchant who made a lot of money in Cuba during the 19th century. He then returned to create this park, which he left to his native town in his will. Other sponsors followed in his footsteps. Modern-day sponsors have donated thousands of flowers as well as these wallabies. Locals are proud of their park. It is one of the best loved and most visited in the whole region. The Jam Villa in the park has been renovated and now houses a museum. In the cellar, children can experience history with hands-on. The Lantern Festival in the Stadtpark, in the municipal park, is when thousands of coloured lights decorate the lawns. It counts as a high point in the yearly calendar of events. Another speciality is the Rose Garden, with the Rose Evening, where the elegant sounds of arias and classical music blend well with the perfumed scent and coloured tones of the rose garden. Golfers from all over the Ortenau County are attracted to Reichenbach, where the 9 fairways are dominated by the ruins of Geroldsek Castle. Around Lahr there are many miles of walking paths in the woods and along the valleys. Visitors of all ages, including school classes, watch the Reichenbach blacksmith at work in his old forge with huge water-driven hammers. There is also a cycling path along the Schutter River. But riders are happiest on horseback saddles. Other sports fans prefer the spectator stands as they watch exciting soccer matches at the Dammenmühle Stadium. Let's go swimming, a favourite exercise in Lahr, where the outdoor pool is advantageously situated on the sunny south-facing slope of the Schutterlindenberg hill. Everyone is in his or her element here. Sun worshippers, mermaids, or water rats. And in the winter, when the weather gets colder, the indoor pool is also available. The Rhythmic Gymnastics Club is one of many clubs and associations in Lahr. But hard training comes before sporting success. As demonstrated by these wrestlers from Lahr Kubach, you need to practice the right movements before you can lay your opponent on the mat. Lahr water skiers enjoy performing acrobatics, slalom or somersault on the River Rhine. The attractive narrow streets of the Lahr city centre bustle with shoppers, especially the pedestrian zone of the market street. The garden in front of the new City Hall is flooded with a sea of flowers. Life has returned to the old city quarters. The streets and alleyways are filled with shops and stores. Despite some new buildings, there is still room for history. Beside the busy activity at the lively market, there is still time for enjoying local Badischer wine and international specialities in fine restaurants. Fervent discussions often fill the Hotel Löwen, where municipal councillors get together to talk over controversial local political matters. Now let's take a sweet little side trip to a local cake shop and confectioner, where they produce handmade chocolates. The design on these chocolates reflects the unique individuality of the Lahr character. As explained by Dr. Brucker, a traditional saying in local dialect says that human beings are divided into three categories: men, women, and residents of Lahr. Werner Dietz is the Lord Mayor of Lahr, pictured here in the garden of the new City Hall. He hopes that you have enjoyed this rapid review of Lahr, past and present, with its historical sites and varied activities. You may even agree with the city's new public relations slogan, Lahr hat Format, which means Lahr has character, or Lahr is the right place. May this video film encourage you to come and visit us, to experience Lahr for yourself. Canadians, especially those from our partner city of Belleville, will always be welcome. See you soon in lovely Lahr. We wish to thank the following firms for their support and sponsorship.
Badische Zeitung, Lahrer Zeitung, Lahrer Anzeiger GmbH, Konditorei Konfiserie Café Bauer in der Lotzbeckstraße, Café Konditorei Konfiserie Burger im Altstadtquartier 14, Eiskristallo am Marktplatz, Eurocar für Weinklimaschränke jetzt im Lotzbeck-Palais in der Kaiserstraße 44. Fotolito, Reproduktionen für Medien im Industriegebiet West. Grohe Thermostat, Industriegebiet West. Hotel Sonne Post am Sonnenplatz 1. Möbel Huggelmann im Gewerbegebiet Schuttern. Schreinerei Isenmann im Gewerbegebiet Lahr-Mietersheim. Juwelier Spinner in der Kaiserstraße 4. JV Verlag, der Storchenturm in der Werderstraße 6. Kaufhaus Kraus am Rathausplatz 5. Optik Keller am Sonnenplatz. Fritz Leser, Schwarzwälder Etuifabrik im Industriegebiet West. MDS, Möbelhaus des Schreinerhandwerks im Gewerbegebiet Lahr-Mietersheim. Restaurant Konstantin in der Vogttorstraße. Lothar Schuler, Präzisionsmetalltechnik in Schmieheim. Sparkasse Lahr-Ettenheim. Sportservice Uhl und Strauß in der Obststraße 7. Volksbank Lahr in der Schillerstraße. Rolf Weiser, Versorgungswerk in Friesenheim-Oberweier. Kunsthandlung Wild am Rathausplatz. Elektrowinkler am Marktplatz. Zehnder, formschöne Wärmekörper. Badische Tabakmanufaktur Rothändle im Industriehof. Dieterle Fotostudio, Studio für professionelle Fotografie, Inhaber O. Wernert. Das Heize Lädele Friedrichstraße 4 am Urteilsplatz. Bilderlabor Schöninger in der Kaiserstraße 28. Porzellangeschenke Hausrat Glase Settle in der Marktstraße. Hotel Wacker in der Waldhornstraße 1. Parfümerie Zimber am Marktplatz.